everyone, it is a very happy Hairyfrankfurt here on the voiceover today. I'm just doing this voiceover before we jump into this video because before we get started, there is absolutely nothing that you should worry about as far as my health or safety is concerned. But I will say there are some very dark and delicate topics that are joked about in this video. So if you are sensitive to certain self-harm themes, please do not watch this one. I totally understand, I get it. All of the comments made in this video are in jest, in light heart. I simply wanted to fill in the area of Valentine's Day that was not being addressed for the emo population, if you will. But please do note that I have no problem if you do not enjoy these kinds of jokes and cannot watch it. So that being said, let's make the most emo Valentine's Day gift ever. It's yet another Valentine's Day, and to make it up for the fact that I am horribly alone, I figured I may as well make myself a Valentine's gift. For those of you who do have a loved one, this gift will show them just how painfully you love them. They called this rose single. I thought it was quite appropriate. Today, I'm going to be making Valentine's Day more emo and depressing. I need to find a way to get the rose out of the packet. Life is hard. How do you get a rose out of this packet? For this DIY, you will need at least one rose, some glue, and a packet of razors. Your first step is to get the rose out of the packet. Perhaps question why they decided to put it in a plastic packet covered in pink and hearts. And this may even be the first time you use one of your razors. So take one out, unwrap it, and use it to cut open your rose. How do I get you out? Maybe if I push or pull, I don't know. Getting a rose out of a, shit. How do I do this? If in doubt, always use a stabbing object to get into the base of the packaging and push the rose up. Very quickly you will see there is a problem with this rose. It doesn't actually have any thorns. So today's DIY, we will be using the glue, which by the way, smells just like childhood, to attach the razors, because that's how you show your love. Now, this DIY is something that I think all people should be doing, because how do you know you love someone if you don't actually hurt yourself proving it? So one by one, just glue razors to the rose. It's really quite poetic. This is a brilliant DIY gift for anyone you love any day of the year. But of course, no one wants to talk about love and romance and how much it hurts on any day other than, you know, Valentine's Day. So I saved this one for today because I figured everyone's going to be buying razors and roses today. By the end of today, we will have a magnificent gift that shows just how much you care and how incredibly dependent on that person you are. Because nothing says I love you like a potentially deadly flower. By triangulating your razor effect, you will be ensuring that there is no way this person cannot get cut by one of the razors. So for anyone who's curious as to what I'm doing on Valentine's Day, I think maybe now you have a better idea. Razors are really a beautiful symbol of love. They hurt. So here you can see our beautiful piece of art that just screams romance. But just like any arts and crafts project, you've kind of fucked it up. None of the razors are in the right place. None of them are really very glued to the rose. And you only really have one rose because you're single as fuck and roses are hideously expensive in Australia. By the way, thank you Rabstar for the rose. I think we'll do one more just to see if we can salvage this miserable effort to show romance on a day that is all about love and relationships and how sad it is to be alone and how happy you're supposed to be in a relationship. But let's be honest, even if you're in a relationship, it's just a rose covered in razors. You know, there's nothing different. There's nothing happy about having a partner, because then you gotta worry about them, and you gotta worry about all your emotional tendencies to do stupid things. So you just end up with this painful thing that looks kinda nice, but actually smells like shit. Has no one ever mentioned that roses do not smell good. So, with a reasonably okay looking flower covered in razors because there's not enough thorns, we have adequately depicted our love, but unfortunately fucked up our DIY project. So now the only thing left to do is to burn it. In case there are any people out there in romantic relationships, this one's for you. I hope it hurts. And to all those men who rejected me, I hope you're happy. You could have had this. I could have been giving this to someone, but you didn't want me. You didn't want my love in all the ways that I give it. Maybe you were a little bit uncomfortable when I showed up at your house at 3 a.m. and asked your mother what was going on or why you were tweeting about. Maybe you didn't like the way I told you I'd kill myself if you left me. Maybe you just don't like the fact that I can't be happy without you. Well, I hope you're happy now, because I really wanted to give this to someone, but none of you wanted it. None of you wanted it, or me, and my lighter does not want to stay on to burn the rose which doesn't want to die. And that is how you make the world's most emo Valentine's gift ever. Just like the love I have for all my boyfriends, this rose refuses to die. Well, I hope you understand how I feel about love and romance now. I'm very happy that I'm single and only have to do this once for myself, and I can actually enjoy this gift for me, covered in razors and burnt to a crisp. Happy Valentine's Day. Will you be my Valentine? This Valentine's gift is just a reminder to me that I can't do anything right. Not relationships, not DIY, not even ruining it. I can't even burn it. Well, I hope you're happy, exes. I hope you're really happy that I'm alone and I don't even have a vase to put my rose in. That I'm single and you don't get this or any of my gifts. And that is how you make the most emo Valentine's gift ever. This is the most emo Valentine's gift you will ever receive. Because love hurts. And if it hurts, it's probably love. I realize that Valentine's Day is a day for loving couples to have a nice night together and, you know, love each other this one time. Give each other thornless roses. Well, as a single lady, I'm taking the day back with real love. Emos are totally underappreciated on Valentine's Day. You know, it's hard to come by a gift this specialized, this romantic, this filled with love. It smells like death because I killed it. Just like every relationship I've ever been in. This rose depicts what normally comes between me and my relationships. Pain and suffering. Well, I managed to glue 6 razors to a rose and then burn it. And it almost burnt as bad as that time that you didn't talk to me for a month. So I managed to glue 6 razor blades to a rose that didn't have any thorns on it. And then I burnt it, and it still didn't hurt as much as most of my relationships. But what hurts more is that I'm still fucking single when I make thoughtful gifts like this. Honestly, I am a true catch. Anyone who doesn't want this kind of a gift doesn't deserve the pain of being with me. This kind of gift shows that you love someone. And it's just a physical embodiment of what a relationship really means. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. At least you know that handing this to someone will hurt. When you hand this to someone and it makes them bleed, it keeps them with you because they know you'll only cut their flesh. When you hand this to someone and they bleed, not only do you get that little bit of a boner because they're bleeding, but they won't leave you because if they know you'll cut them, they don't know what else you'll do. I still don't know why they take the thorns off roses. The whole point is that the beauty doesn't work without the pain. And that's what relationships are all about. If it doesn't hurt, is it really worth doing? Is it really worth loving someone that actually cares about you too? Will you be my Valentine? So now we have a burnt rose that is blackened, covered in razors and glue. It still smells bad and it hurts. And that's really just what love is all about. This is the kind of gift that symbolizes true love and tells a person, I don't normally let people get too close. You're too close. I love you. And if anyone actually takes this rose, then you know it's good because they're willing to go through the pain of a relationship with you. I've officially made the most emo Valentine's Day gift. Subscribe for more emo DIYs and you will see me in the next video, which is one of these. And if you want to know when my next videos do go up, click on one of these. Bye.